Morning guys. Welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. Can't believe we're 10 days into December already. Anyway, so I'm at the station now. I'm on my way into London to meet up with my friend for lunch, and I have a bag of stuff for her and her baby, mainly for the baby. There's a little something in there for her, but mainly for the baby, let's be honest. And just grabbed a coffee and wait for my train. I got myself into a right flap this morning getting ready to leave. After I dropped Layla off at the station, at nursery, I got home and wrapped up my friend's gifts for the baby, and then I also packaged up all the prize winners who've gotten in touch with me so far. All their prizes have now been packaged up. I didn't have time to post them today, but I'll do that tomorrow. And then there's still 3 prizes that haven't been claimed, so if you took part in the spin and make along or the sweater knit along, please make sure you go and check out the prize winners video that I posted last week, so to see if you won. And then what else? Oh, and then I popped in heels on my vanilla socks that I showed on the podcast. I hadn't touched them since I podcasted, so I popped in those heels before I left. But because I was doing that, I didn't want to stop knitting the heels partway through. I wanted to finish the heels before I left. And then I got myself to a bit of a flap because I thought I was running late. I was like rushing to get ready and out the door, trying to remember not to forget my keys or anything important and my knitting. I brought 2 knitting projects this time. Last time I went up to London, I forgot to take any knitting, so I'm prepared this time. And only to get to the station to realise I still had 15 minutes to wait for my train. So got into a flap over nothing. Oh, and it's raining and I forgot to grab an umbrella, so fun times. I'm actually meeting my friend near London Bridge and we're gonna go for ramen for lunch, which sounds amazing with this weather right now. I just want something warm and hearty and filling and soup-like, so ramen sounds amazing. It's not somewhere I've been before, but it's right by the station and it gets good reviews, so fingers crossed it's gonna be yummy. Done now. Had a lovely few hours in London visiting with some friends. My one friend who's like really heavily pregnant was due yesterday. It's funny because I met up with her and her now husband in New York with Perry when I was 1 day overdue with Layla, and now I caught up with her for lunch 1 day after her due date. It's kind of like we came full circle on that one, which was really sweet. Anyway, it's 3:30 now, so I'm heading back to the station to get the train home. And then I think by the time I get home, I'm probably going to have to turn around pretty quick and go pick up Layla soon after that. So yeah, good timing. Hey guys, I'm back home now. I have about 10-15 minutes before I need to leave. So I thought I'd sit down for a minute now that I've gotten home. It was a pretty busy train on the way back. But it's like 10 to 5 now and I don't have to leave for a little bit. So I'm gonna relax for a minute. Have a drink. I don't know, maybe knit a couple of rounds. But this came in the mail this morning. It had arrived just before I left, but I was in a bit of a rush to get out the door, so I didn't open it. I'm going to open it now. This was sent from a lovely viewer, Andrea. So thank you so much, Andrea. Sorry, I just had a moment, had to remind myself of the name. So I'm going to open it and show you. Okay, this has actually been really sweetly wrapped up for Layla, so I'm going to have her open this when she comes home. It's a really lovely card from Andrea. There's a bit that she's written for me and a bit for Layla, and yeah, so yeah, I'll give you more details later when Layla gets home and she's opened it. It's really sweet. I know what it is, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Layla's reaction when she opens this later. So the other thing that was in the package was this cute little bag that says reading is my superpower, which I think is really quite cute, and the red straps and stuff. So I'm gonna put Layla's present in this and give it to her later when she gets home. So I managed to get a lot of knitting done today as well while I was out. So if you recall, I told you guys I did the heels this morning, and I'd literally just done one row after the heels, or one round after the heels by the time I left. So everything from the marker down here up to the top is what I've knit today while I was out. Essentially it was train knitting and knitting at a cafe in the afternoon, and then train knitting on the way back, although I didn't knit that much on the train back because I kept falling asleep. Because it was nice and cozy and warm, and it was the rocking motion of the train was making me sleepy. So I've actually gotten just over halfway down the foot on these socks, so that's great. These will be finished pretty soonish, I think. And yeah, I've got to wind up yarn for my next sock project, and yeah, and I've also got to pick out the yarn that I'm going to use for my Christmas sock cast on this year. And I think that's it really. Probably going to add a couple of rounds and then head off to go get Layla. Are you trying to sit on my lap? You have never sat on my lap since we've been in the UK, and now you're choosing now? This is not a lap cat. He only sits on Perry's lap, and that's like very occasionally. Oh boy, you must be desperately missing to Perry if you're coming to sit with me. I'm like, what is this? You never used to be this cuddly. Right, let's go get Layla. First of all, the bag is part of your present. It says reading is my superpower. Yeah? It's red. Got red straps.
What's that in there?
In there is the other part of your present.
No.
You gonna open it?
I'll go for my bath.
Or you wanna have your bath first? And then we'll come open it? Okay, so Mummy's gonna leave it here. We go do bath and then we'll come back and open it, okay? That's it, Layla.
Triangle, Mummy.
Yeah, it's a square, Layla, it's not triangle. It's a card for Layla.
I can't open it. I can't.
You can't open what? The card? There, that's the card.
I can't take the card off.
Yeah, okay, Mum will take the card off.
I can't open it.
It's a book. Turn it around. Turn it, look at the front. Look at the front. It says red is best.
I don't want to read it. Red, give me.
Yeah.
What?
Sefid.
Sophie. White.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the pictures. The little girl likes red too. She's got red tights on.
Got red tights.
Yeah. Should we read this book at bedtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Daddy read it.
Well, Daddy can read it as well when he comes back. But do you want Mummy to read it tonight?
No.
Or you want to wait for Daddy?
Let Daddy read it.
Can Mummy not read it? Oh.
Hey, you could save my card.
Yeah, I'll save your card.
You save my card. You put your mommy's daddy's room.
Okay, I'll put it in Mummy Daddy's room. We'll keep it safe.
Put this one mommy's daddy's room too.
But this goes in Layla's room.
No.
It's Layla's book.
No.
Or you want to save it for when Daddy comes? You want Daddy to read it to you? Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I didn't vlog much this evening, mainly because after Layla had her bath, she was just very touchy this evening. She was very on edge and on the brink of tears at a drop of a hat, quite literally. We were going downstairs for bed and she asked me where her hat was, her Santa's hat, which she wore to school, to nursery this morning, and I'd left it in the car, and so I told her it was in the car. She literally just like melted to the floor and started crying about this hat, and I'm like, it's in the car, you'll get it in the morning, you don't need it right now, you're going to bed. And she had like a proper little sob about it for 5 minutes, and then was okay again and was like going downstairs. It was just like, it's basically been like that all evening, like any little thing that doesn't go quite exactly how she wants, and then suddenly anyway, she's in bed now. She actually went to sleep pretty quickly, so that was fine. It didn't take too long. But yeah, no, I've just had some dinner and I've been knitting away on those socks a little bit. But I think I'm just going to call it a night now, to be honest. I'm not sure what else I'm going to get up to this evening. Probably not a whole lot more. That's it really, not a whole lot else going on. I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, bye.